Denny Hamlin has completely lost his mind, and we're going to talk about it coming up next. Alright, so before I get into the quote, I'm right at 930 subscribers, trying to push toward 1,000. So hopefully this is the day that I earn your subscription. Alright, let's jump right into it. So, Alex Bowman and Denny Hamlin were going for the win. Bowman got loose, got up into Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin wrecked, cost him the win. And after the race, he was quoted by a reporter as saying, "He's just a hack. He's just an absolute hack. He gets his blank kicked by his teammates every week. It's just he's bleeping terrible. He's just terrible, and he sees one opportunity and he takes it. But obviously, he has the fastest car every week and runs 10th, so he didn't want to race us there. We had a good, clean race. I moved up as high as I could on the racetrack to give him all the room I could, and he still can't drive." Okay, so let's look at the first half of that quote, where he says he's a hack and that he gets outrun by his teammates every week. Well, he's got the second most wins on his team at 4, which is more than Denny Hamlin, and that ties the most wins of a Joe Gibbs driver, which is Martin Truex, with 4. So if he's a hack and he doesn't outrun his teammates every week, he's actually doing pretty daggum good, and he can't help it that he's teammates with Kyle Larson, who's having just a stellar season with 9 wins. There's not too many 9-win seasons, and yeah, I know Harvick did it last year, but I said the same thing about Harvick. He had a stellar season last year. So if he's a hack and he gets beat by his teammates every weekend, what does that make Denny Hamlin, who only has 2 wins, tied for second on his own team? He then goes on to say he's in the fastest car and finishes 10th every weekend, which once again, debunked. But I think the underlying subtext there is that's kind of a defeatist mentality for a driver to have, saying another team has much faster cars than you. This isn't F1. There isn't a huge gap at least in the very top teams. Joe Gibbs has had a great season. They've got a bunch of wins, and Hendrick does too. But to sit there and say that another team has faster cars than your team, that's sort of a defeatist mentality. And if I was a driver, that's not a mentality or a place I would want to be coming from. So hopefully he can get like that out of his head. That was something I think he just sort of let slip that he didn't really, mean to let slip. Almost an insult to the Joe Gibbs Racing team that they're not bringing as fast a cars as Hendrick. But whatever. Then in the last part of the quote, he said he didn't want to race us, basically saying he didn't want to race us clean, which is sort of hypocritical coming from Denny Hamlin, who has jacked up plenty of people on short tracks to win races. So I don't really know where he's going with that, other than just being a complete hypocrite. Now, I mean, I know he's pissed off because he lost the race or whatever, but that's just not. It's just stupid, really, to say that. Because I mean, if the reason you're getting booed while you're saying that is because you've wrecked the most popular driver, Chase Elliott, and various other guys to get short track wins. So that's just, I don't know, hypocritical at best. After both drivers sort of, I guess, got up in the air or whatever, left the racetrack, they seem to have both taken it in stride. Denny Hamlin says, "Don't poke the bear," in one of his Instagram posts, and Alex Bowman has posted a t-shirt for sale saying "hack" with Alex Bowman's signature on it. So it looks like both guys are taking it in stride, and hopefully they will move on. We won't see any further nonsense from them, at least this year. I think if somebody told me I couldn't drive, though, they might see something in the future. So we might see something as early as the Clash next season, but I think for the championship race, I think this one will die down. All right, that is all I've got for you on this one. Want to say what's up to England. Laura Vaughn in England wanted to say what's up to you. Got some English viewers, so that's really cool. You got a Nando's, I think, so there's Peri Peri Chicken. I want to try that place out if I ever get the opportunity to go to England, which I know it's fast food, but I've never had Peri Peri Chicken, so on the bucket list. All right, I'm rambling. So that's subscribe down below if you like the content, comments, and peace.